How is WTO contributing to the preparation of the implementation of SDG 14 and specifically target 4, 6, and B?
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon. I think to start with, WTO has had a very active discussion on a whole range of trade and sustainable development goals, including on fish and the fish targets related to SDG 14. And I think you can look at the discussions in two parts. There are the active negotiations currently underway in the rules negotiations, targeting particularly the most harmful forms of fishery subsidies that contribute to overcapacity, overfishing, and IUU fishing. So that's one part of the work. The other part of the work are discussions that we have in the Committee on Trade and Environment, which is the WTO forum for enhancing mutual supportiveness between trade and environment. And in that discussion, you have a very much a cross-cutting discussion on all of the SDG 14, and in particular how members are themselves seeking to contribute to the achievement of these goals, as well as the relationship between WTO and multilateral environmental agreements. So you have both streams of work currently ongoing.
How do you think harmful fisheries subsidies should be addressed at the multilateral level in light of SDG 14.6?
The SDG 14.6 is in itself already very clear in terms of the political instruction that has been given by heads of state and government as to what they would like to see done. So I think here you have an opportunity to look at SDG 14.6 in terms of the call to eliminate and prohibit certain forms of very harmful subsidies, and to see how action can be taken in the WTO with an existing set of negotiations, the rules negotiations in WTO, which covers subsidies, but also, of course, particularly fishery subsidies, is the opportunity to see how both lines of work can come together. So I would say, again, it's true using the language of SDG 14.6 and seeing how that can complement the ongoing negotiations at WTO, which WTO members themselves have been giving a lot of interest of late.
In light of this briefing, what, in your view, are the future collaboration between WTO and UNCTAD on oceans and trade-related matters?
Okay. Well, WTO and UNCTAD have a long-lasting collaboration. I mean, it's across many subjects. And of late on the Oceans Conference, we've been very active together. We went together to New York, to the preparatory processes in New York, leading to the Oceans Conference. And I think the concrete action of simply having WTO and UNCTAD as being the two Geneva-based trade institutions, formulating if you like, a platform that would allow exchange of ideas, views, recommendations that can help prepare the Oceans Conference. And the results from the Oceans Conference in itself will be a very important outcome that could help the WTO Ministerial Conference that will be held at the end of the year in Argentina, where there is a hope that there could be some sort of result that could come out of there in support of SDG 14.6. So I think that collaboration is basically both our daily work and our joint discussions, and also simply participating in each other's events and having the experts work together to a common outcome. So that is how I see the collaboration.
Mm-hmm. In your views, what would be the positive outcome of this 3-day session forwarded to the Oceans, to the Oceans Conference in New York later in June?
Well, this particular set of meetings that we're having organized by UNCTAD brings together a wealth of knowledge and experts. So I think it's the chance to formulate the sort of call for action from Geneva to the counterparts in New York. The trade expertise actually is here in Geneva. It's not so much in New York. And I would say that the counterparts in New York are waiting to hear from us as to how we see the action and what should be taken. So this particular set of conferences is a very good opportunity It brings together expertise from trade, it brings together expertise from the environment, from regional fisheries management organizations, from the FAO, from a wide and interdependent set of stakeholders. And it's not often we get the chance to meet, and so the fact that we can meet today, and I believe the chairman is very keen to come up with a set of recommendations, and these could be a very important input to the preparations for the Oceans Conference.
Mr. Lim, thank you.
Thank you.